Testing, testing, one, two, three. How you doing? This is Lee. What's up, y'all? How are we today? Baby, how's Mercury treating you? Mercury is showing her ass. I just want to say that. Definitely doing what it came to do. I naturally want to call it a she, but I don't know, right? Whatever it is, it's wilding. That's it. It's doing its job. Let me say that. It's doing its job. It is revealing our shadows swiftly, too. It's like it was quick, this one. It's been quick. Um, yeah, how y'all doing? It's been a good weekend. I hope that you got to have a good time, whatever your views are on the holiday. It's not my business, but I hope that seeing as though it is observed, by many, that you used it to get your time back. Get the time back for your ancestors. That's what I'm hearing. We getting all the time back for our ancestors. Okay, I don't know how much. Oh, thank you for being so bendable. Um, the energy. Let me turn this down because I don't want no issues with nobody. I don't know if you can hear the music playing, but I'm gonna turn it lower. I just wanted a little vibe while I read. Anyway, yeah, so where is the mind? There's oh here, okay. Yeah, just back with another message for you, of things that I have observed, um, that I've been feeling and tapping into and observing, and spirit's like, okay, it's time. And really the message is quite simple. Um, don't allow your energy to be siphoned. That's it. That's the message. I mean, if you want to participate in it because it gives you some kind of a rush, by all means, go ahead. I don't do not recommend. Okay, Spirit is not recommending that you participate in that type of behavior at this time. Um, Really, it's very simple. Be still. Be still, because the energy that is circulating right now is one that is looking to create some type of like reaction, okay, from you. And that is everything from politics to other things, and popular culture, um, and it's trickling in. It's just trickling in. It's like a macro to micro situation where even in your immediate surroundings and with the people that you um, commune with, they too are trying you. It's like a collective energy of let me let me shoot my shot, okay, and not in a romantic way. I mean, maybe for some it has been a romantic way, right? But that is not what I am speaking to. I am simply speaking to the harvesting of energy that is taking place right now. And um, at least here on the East Coast, it was a heat wave. Well, it's been happening around the world, and it hit the East Coast last week, and it weakened. Right, your defenses were down. It weakened your defenses. How did it weaken your defenses? Because you're too hot. You're hot. That's it. It was dealing with a heat wave. It was dealing with the mood shifting, the coming off of that full moon last week, and them turning off that CERN machine, and the ripple effects of that, and then boom, okay, people trying you. It happened. I know it did. And I'm not just talking about like while you were driving. I mean like in your immediate life, there may be things that are triggering you or attempting to trigger a certain response. So yeah, don't don't fall for the hype. I just keep getting like this sense of like compose yourself. Don't allow any more of your energy to be leaked to be to leak. That's it. By lending it to things that don't even matter, like other people's drama or things that are out of your control. We this Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde is drumming up a lot of old feelings, and so that may spill onto you by way of someone else, or you may be doing the spilling on somebody else, right? I think it's very important to be mindful of creating boundaries where your energy is not being used for things that are not productive to your goals, like the end. Um, because that's what it's looking to do. It's just looking to like it's like a little it's slithering too, and it's not even to demonize snakes because they are also majestic creatures, but it's like it's just being very sly. I think that's the word I want to use instead. It's like sly. It's coming in, you know, dressed up sometimes as a joke, right? They're trying to do it in a joking manner, but to me, I'm saying, jokes are based on truth, and it's sometimes a playful. That's the word. Okay, yeah. No, we're not participating. The end. So I'm just gonna pull some cards and see this week what the energy collectively um is uh going to reveal. Um, okay, hold on. I'm going to pull cards so that Spirit can communicate to us the way to maneuver this season, at least this season of Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start with my surrender deck. I'm not going to make this long. I'm going to do my very, very best to keep this as short as possible. Um, I'm not even working with all of my decks. I don't have them all with me currently, but uh, I always like to start with surrender because, oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. Oh, Wildin'. Um, the first one out though was surrender to receiving support and love, and especially when there are other energies that are coming in to distract you, we have to look towards where the love is coming from. Surrender low self-esteem, okay? Because those, oh, come on, spirit. I love this deck so much. And and at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. So usually I've just only been pulling for a deck because it helps me also keep the messages concise and consistent. And so the overall message, and I'm just gonna read them all out, one by one. Surrender to receiving support and love. Surrender low self-esteem. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Surrender to your soul's path. This bonus one, surrender to effortlessness. At the bottom of the deck, surrender to success. And so, what I'm obviously getting from these uh, cards is exactly how I feel about what I just spoke about. These other energies that are pulling your focus away from your goals. And instead of focusing on the drama and the chaos, right? People that come in to cause confusion and chaos, focus on where the love is, because it's so easy and it's so seductive, that energy, right? To just fall into, oh, this is what's happening. And it was crazy because it's coming out of an energy where we were feeling very relaxed. We were feeling, and in our relaxation, right? In our relaxation, boom, chaos. And it was external. It wasn't even something that you were really, might have been really thinking about, personal things. No, this was just something that came out of left field completely, right? It might have come as like a shock or a surprise. And so, um, yeah, and it might have triggered, feelings of the low self-esteem. It might have triggered feelings of outdated beliefs, and just your previous lifetime, your previous identity. And that's the thing, is like, people people are addressing you from your previous energy. It's time to reintroduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's time to reintroduce who you are in this season, so that it is clear how people should maneuver when it comes to you. Okay? Because we're no longer leaking out energy. We're just not doing it. Surrender to effortlessness. That's what you need to be leaning into. I'm also being called, rest. It's a lot of, like, it doesn't matter how long I sleep. And usually I feel rested. I'm not a person that's like, okay, I'm up and now I gotta go back to sleep. But that's just how I felt all weekend. All weekend, I'm like waking up and I'm still tired. So with this coming out, the surrender to effortlessness is, don't force it. Don't force your, yeah, don't force yourself to like power through right now. I'm really getting a sense that, like, sure, you have to go to work, you have to do all the things, but take it easy and allow grace. You know what I'm saying? Look at my shirt, overstimulated. Do not operate in this. That's how I felt last week. Overstimulated, okay? Do not allow yourself to get overstimulated, especially with things that are out of your control, and um because you are being pulled into a direction that isn't conducive to your growth. Okay? We're not doing that in this season. Those days are done. Those days are done. Okay? You may be getting nudges to create something or to pursue a specific path or complete a project. Surrender to it. Surrender to the process. It may feel uncomfortable. 1313, when I said that, it may feel uncomfortable, but 1313, that is a portal. 13 is a portal. You are going through the process. Allow yourself to go through the process, right? You are perfect to me, flaws and all. Okay? My love for you is endless. The universe is supporting you. Letting go is sometimes the kindest choice. What once burned brightly now feels dim. That's that other energy. And I'm going to tell you why. That energy that is trying to pull your attention. Here, I miss who we used to be. This doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This deck is kind of like a romantic one, but I've just interpreted them differently. And I've liked the way in which I'm doing it, because I don't necessarily do love readings or things of that nature. But I do like the deck, because I feel like it is also, um, like, personal messages as well as messages of love. But Spirit just wants you to know, like, regardless of the chaos that's around, that you are being supported, right? And the people, you're being supported through your transition. And the people, places, and things that are from your past that are trying to pull you back into an identity that you have outgrown, they are feeling it energetically. And you may not even be doing anything that is like, provoking, them to respond to you a certain way, or you're just moving differently. And it just might be that you're just calm. You're just doing your thing. And sometimes when you're doing your thing, that upsets other people. and they start to internalize things and project. So, surrender to all that. Surrender feeling the need to fix it even as well, right? This is not an energy of like, oh, let me fix it. This is an energy of no, well, let me fix it by reintroducing you to who I am today. And then you get to choose based on the boundaries that I have placed if you're going to stay and participate or not. I'm not, and that's the energy you need to be moved from, is what I'm saying. That's it. You know, can no longer allow. What's up? What's up? Let me get focused because y'all over here winning. I'm only taking jumpers. You know how I like to take the card. Thank you. Make noise. Okay. Oh, this is your season. See? And don't mind my nails because I got to do them. But this is your season. Make noise. And that is speaking to what I just said, reintroducing yourself. That's great. I love when things just, okay, align. I love that. Fear means you are growing. You might, even if your voice shakes, that's what I'm hearing. Even if your voice shakes when you are reintroducing yourself, do it anyway. Even if your voice shakes when you have to tell somebody how you feel, because you are becoming, your fire is sacred. And what if it works? What if they respond positively, right? To your boundary setting? What if? Surrender to this season of growth, your soul's path. Fear means you're growing. You are becoming. Hmm? Come on, baby. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. I'm telling you, and going the distance. I don't know this Leon Thomas song, but he's talking about going the distance and just go the distance. You know what I'm saying? Again, confronting the beast within me. That's it. You are surrendering this by confronting the beasts within you that you feel are holding you hostage to your previous identity. That's it. I know, like, that's the energy that just keeps on coming out when it comes to, I didn't do this, when it comes to your this new season. Okay, mind body unity, that's what you're focusing on right now. Do not allow the distractions to take you off your path. Again, I love this deck so much. It's the Fog and Shade, Beyond Fog and Shade deck. Follow Moon, balance the mind. That's what's happening right now. It's just a focus on you, baby. That's it. That's it. Okay, Twin Flame Pure Love. I don't know who that's for. Okay, because again, I don't do love readings, but when you surrender this, how I would read this or how it's coming to me is like you're gonna you're gonna bring in like all these new people who are on your frequency. Doesn't mean the other people are bad, or I mean, it depends on, take it if it fits. If the cap fits, let them wear it. I'm not saying make excuses for people's behavior. What I am saying is that is over, and you are now calling in new energy by surrendering to your new energy. Do you understand how it works? Okay, you are weathering the storm. Look at this butterfly and this lightning. It's almost like it's striking the butterfly. That is spirit coming in to show you that you are supported and that it's lighting the way for you to make the changes, to call in the partners, to call in the relationships, call in the success of the businesses. Like, baby, it's a beautiful season right now. Okay, wait, gauge, wait, gaze, judge, reflect, then act boldly. Okay? That's here goes your make noise. But you can only make noise from a balanced mind. You don't want to make noise that is just going to create more confusion. The noise you're making now is to create clarity for you. Okay? This is your season. This was the first card out of the breakthrough deck. That was the first card out. This is your season. And if you look at it, the tree is colorful. That means your chakras are in alignment. That means you're vibrating at just this harmonious frequency. I love that for you. Hazy illusions. Don't look back, baby, lest ye become a pillar of salt and dissolve. You may be getting messages in your dreams. Okay? That may be also how I would interpret that is also you need to be meditating. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, because the game is over for those who are playing in your face. And the game is over because you've simply stopped playing it, not because they've won. You literally are just walking away. And I think that's even more powerful than saying, haha, I beat you. It's like, no, I'm just done. I no longer resonate with this madness and chaos that you are determined to live in. I don't want to live in hell with you. I want to enjoy my life and be free and walk my soul's the mission and my path, and that is the energy that you need to be moving in. I trust myself. I know my heart. You know who you are, so it doesn't matter what is being projected onto you because you know who you are. And at the core of that, I know is love. And I think the misconception that, well, at least for me, like what I'm coming to learn about love, because I love it so much, is that it still has to have boundaries. It cannot all be love and light. Okay, like that's not gonna work in this season. You must love with boundaries in order to protect yourself and protect your love because it is priceless. And you work hard for it. 22 on the clock, and you work hard for it. You've gone through the worst things for it. So now you must protect it and not allow things to pull you away from all of the growth. Don't do it. I'm just going to pull a few more. Whew, this is a little longer than I wanted, but I don't, whatever. I forgive myself for being so hard on myself, for all of the pressure. I am more than enough. You are. You've put so much pressure to perform for others, to people please, you've contorted yourself in all kinds of directions, okay, just to keep the peace while there was war happening inside. Those days are done. And I'm just going to be here to remind you of that every single time. I am writing I am writing a new story. Deeper clarity is revealed when I take inspired action. Maybe you need to be writing that book. Maybe you need to be, I always get emotional. It's done, baby. That time where you couldn't see your way forward, and even if you're in the midst of that right now, I'm here to let you know that the universe, spirit, God, whatever, okay, everyone, your network, as what I call my network, they see the work that you're putting in, and they are acknowledging and responding in real time. And it's going to be in the little moments that you'll notice their presence, and that you notice, I talked about last week, that you're just being held like a little baby, and you have to allow that. You have to allow that to come in and support you. That was the first card out. Surrender to receiving support and love, and that is from the universe. Allow love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Okay? And what does it say here? I forgive myself for being so hard on myself. For all that pressure, I am more than enough. Do not be discouraged, my love. Things are happening, changes are being made, and we can't leave ourselves out of that. Okay, there's gonna come a time where we gotta, okay, buck up and have hard conversations with ourselves and with others and decide to fully step into who we are today in this season so that we can continue to ascend and reach our goals. So I'm going to pull one I like to give y'all activities to do. I think, you know what, these things, like, they help with journaling, and sometimes we just stay so much in our minds that we just get lost in there. It's easy to get lost in the okay, it's vast, and um if we're not careful, we'll end up in places we have outgrown. So it's, to me, it's good when we can get things down on paper and just work our thoughts out in real time. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull a card. See, people wanted you to go back to the way it was. About grown how it was, baby. I don't even know what song that is. Okay. Yeah. You? Oh, this is a good way to get out of your mind. Schedule a time to volunteer your time to an organization or a person in need in any way that seems doable and good to you. Because that's what it's about, community right now. And you have to know and take inventory of who's in your community. And if you are finding that there is nothing or no one that is resonating with that, then you're being called to, okay, create new energy, create new things to do. And what better way than to volunteer your time to help someone um, in a time of need, or just simply because you just are available and you'd like to lend them a hand and, you know, be support them as the universe is supporting you. I often say that, my family and my friends and just people I come into contact with, that, they might say a thing I needed to hear or share um, their thoughts about something that they're going through that I can help them through. And I guess the point I'm just trying to make is lean into, just lean into goodness, whatever that looks like for you. Be good to you first so that you can pour from a full cup and be a blessing to others. Oh, that's what I was saying. When I come into contact with people who say things that I need to hear, or just the goodness of people around me that are just doing good or just being, they're evidence of God, that God exists. That's it. It's evidence that God exists in real time. It's not always going to be a big to do. It's not always going to be, you know, a grand gesture, I guess is what I'm saying. It's in the small things. And you need to speak, because my throat, yeah, you need to let, there's something you're not saying. It's time to say it. I'm going to end the reading here. I went much longer than I anticipated, but I do hope that you all are enjoying, you know, these messages, and I hope they are landing for you and helping you navigate this season for real. I really do wish that for you, because life is short and it is fleeting. It's short, but it feels long. So why be miserable? Why continue to live in hell with people who love to live there? I personally, no, thank you. They can keep that. So, all right, I'm done. Like, subscribe, share. I'll be here for you whenever you need. Anyway, I don't know. Just making stuff up, but it's Lee with My Lotus Effect. I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you for being here. Bye.